Hey guys, back with another Echoing Thoughts podcast here, episode number 106. And in this episode, we're going to continue with our beginner's guide a little bit. In episode 105, I talked about how to speed level through levels 1 through 100 very easily. And then now in this one, we're going to go from basically 100 to 140 because I feel like that is pretty falls under the same bucket. And then once you get to 140, there's a little bit more you can do to speed level through those levels and add on to your dailies. But before we get into that, first the update is V-Hilla is coming out. I'm going to talk about it in stream later today, but excited for that. It's weird that it was 2 weeks. It dropped, it kind of teased on like a Monday. I think it was a Monday, 2 Mondays before. No, it's 2.5 Mondays before. So it was over 14 days. Yeah. So it's pretty crazy that they're dropping that. It kind of makes me believe that there's going to be obviously more coming up that they're going to release in this patch. Usually June update is huge, so I'm excited to hear and wait for that. Hopefully Arcane Gear gets released as well, but they also dropped the Cygnus Knights packages for the style packages. And then before I get into the beginner's guide, I want to quickly talk about how I got my Angelic Buster here through burning to level, basically to level 200 without auto battling for in Star Force maps 1 second. And so here I'm at 198, 1%. So we'll start kind of backwards here, but the way I'm going to get to 200 is by waiting for kerning. Today is May 29th, so in 2 days I'll do kerning at the reset and I'll get to 200 that way. So basically at level 198 to 200, it's essentially, I think it's almost up 1 level at this point. So I've already used my growth potion. Actually, I'm not even using this growth potion here because I'm actually going to use it for something else. So technically, this was from the event, but I'm actually going to save this for another alt because I have Kerning Tower, so I can get that alt to 200 as well. Funny enough, in Angelic Buster, but this is, if I wanted to, I could get to 200 right here just using this growth potion. But so we'll get into it. How did I get to this level without doing any auto battle? I think, and this is what I think is the most efficient way. So, and I didn't do any leeching either because there's no resting anymore. So first off, keep it simple, doing all your dailies. I do 6 out of 6. And so how I get these kills, right? Not through Star Force, but through Edge of Space. And Edge of Space is the best EXP for period once you level, but it's only after level 170. Okay, so the nice thing is after 170 you get a ton of, like, you get EXP potions from, this is all free to play growth events just from reaching these levels. You get all of these potions here, EXP coupons, you get all of this, you get pets, you get these things, the rings, the medal, the title is from Angelic Buster, but it's also, you also get this title as well. This growth title, everyone gets this, but this one's a little bit better. So what I did was basically from 1 to 100, right? I did training ground. That took about 15-20 minutes, and then I just did dailies. Okay, I just did dailies straight up, 4 out of 6, sometimes 6 out of 6 if I have time. And then once you're level 140 and above, right? Once you're level 140 and above, you get these extra daily quests, which I'm going to talk about later in a separate video. And I've talked about it previously, but you get this daily quest, which is quite a bit. So like at level 50 here, if you want to auto battle this or whatnot, I think this is quite a bit of levels, quite a bit of EXP here. So once I kill all these, you can obviously auto battle it, but you're gonna get a ton of EXP, do your dailies, and look, this is all it says you 14%. Okay, 14% here. So combine that, that's about 45%. And then daily hunts. Okay, you got to do your daily hunts 2%, but if you times this by all of them, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 28%. Okay, so that's how mini dungeons. So you'll get an extra ticket here. Usually you get 4 tickets. Okay, 3 free, and you get the 4th one just from doing guild attendance. So that's how you get 4. So you'll get 8 out of the 10. So you'll get about 3 times 8, 24% ish, give or take, from mini dungeon. And then we'll look at this. This is right here, 23% from doing the daily. So this is the easy level, essentially doing all of these dailies per day. Okay, and with burning event, you get 3 levels. Okay, so essentially I got 3 levels a day just by doing dailies. And this is from 140 to 170. And then also I did the story explorations. Didn't do on this one actually, so that's 3 levels. But then you can also do it on the blockbuster, the sweeps, right? So I already did this sweeps to 140. So the nice thing with burning event, this gets me from 140 to like 155, 158. I have a video on this as well. And then at 160, you also get this. So you'll get a few levels, maybe like 1 to 166, 169. And then Monster Park. So Monster Park here, you'll get a total of 5. This is weekly, so 3 times. But then you get an extra 2 here. So you get 5 weekly. And this is about, honestly, it's another free level. And it's worth it to get this. Oops. It's worth it to get this EXP buff right here for all of the runs. And then that's how you can easily just get from, essentially from 1 to 70, 170 in about a week. And then once you get to 170, you're going to get access to Edge of Space. And then this is where you would just stack all your EXP coupons. And then it's just the easy way, 1 hour a day only of auto battle. And you'll get, you might get another 50%. You might get another level depending on what level you're at. And then again, I mean, that's every level is 3 levels with burning. So that's how slow and steady I've gotten there without investing a lot of time. Maybe like an hour and a half max per day. And I still have 13 days left on this event to get to 198. Okay, so you still have time to get it done. 2 weeks still. So that's the nice thing. Oh, this is the old one. That's the nice thing here is you can also get these growth potions. So I use all these dailies. Make sure you do your 4, at least 4. 6 is the best dailies. And if you're pre-level 140, evolution is still a great option for free EXP. It's another daily to use. And yeah, so I just did dailies, Edge of Space, 4 to 6 dailies, daily hunt as well. And simple as that. Got it done. And I'll be here, use the growth potions, use Kerning Tower, EXP as well, which is huge. And then you'll just get to 200. And I turn this into a CDD ult. Call it a day. Easy Legion, easy level 200 ult. Hope this helps. All right, so now we're going to get into levels 100 to 140. And this is essentially what you're going to do. And I'm going to show you on a fresh level 100 that just what you should do to get from 100 to 140. It's a rinse and repeat method, but it's basically just looking through your dailies. So as a new player, a lot of this stuff can be overwhelming, right? But this is the basic tried and trues. It's all about dailies. Okay, so first thing you want to do is look at your task bar. Okay, task is going to reset. It's going to show you your daily task, your weekly task, your daily hunt, all the things that you kind of should be looking towards. Give you the biggest bang for your buck, right? So first off, it's daily task. And so you want to look at all these things that you can do. And at this level, it's very easy to complete all 6 of these. And as you can see here, once you finish 2 daily tasks, 4 daily tasks, 6 daily tasks, you'll get this extra EXP. 69% is huge, right? So that's easy. That's easy 2 levels essentially. After you're going to, well, let's just say, yeah, it's free 2 levels from this. Not even on top of all of these XP getting from these dailies. Okay, so right now, guild attendance. Okay, we'll start with guild attendance, and you just want to join the Explorer Guild. Okay, so how do you do that? You just go to the guild tab and join this Explorers tab. It's very challenging to get into a guild at lower levels, just because people want mains, right? Experienced people to kind of help benefit the guild, and for free to play players and alts and things like that, it's just very very challenging to get there. Okay, so just join the Explorers Guild. This is great for alts. This is great for just newer players, just to at least get this checked off. Okay, there's still benefit to it. You can also accumulate guild points, and as you can see, you can leave anytime without getting a 24-hour cooldown to join a new guild. Okay, so immediately join that, get your free mini dungeon ticket, start accumulating guild points, and just stay in it for as long as possible. Okay, so you see right there, I finished elite dungeon. That's all auto battle. I gained 64% already just from that. Okay, easy. And then I'll claim this free level. Right, so now I'm just going to show you daily dungeon again. If you can kill this, which is actually pretty challenging at this gear level, but if you can kind of manual it and kill it yourself, then you're going to get another free level, or close to a free level, at this at level like 100. Okay, oh jeez, there you go. So just start the kite, watch your HP. You're not going to kill this very fast, and this boss, you got to kite hit. You got to be kind of far away from it. So oh geez, yeah, just dodge and kite, pretty easy to kill, and then gained another level. So 102, easy as that. Okay, and then the next thing is Nets Pyramid. The nice thing is it's just all auto battle as well, so you can go in and out as you please, and it'll just kind of do it. You can even log off your phone if you want, and then you'll come back and the content is done. Okay, so you can see how quick that was. Elite Dungeon was a few minutes. Daily Dungeon was less than a minute. Nets Pyramid is going to be pretty quick as well. And then make sure, ooh, free gear. Okay, make sure you use your new girl support. Rest EXP, how much does this give me? I went from 32% to 72%. Jeez, 40%? Just from doing rest? Just from doing nothing? We'll take that. And then after I finish nets, I'll probably level and then get another 68%. And then as you start week, just do content, do your dailies. You'll get weekly achievements here, weekly tasks completed. And then you'll go into your daily hunts and more auto battle. So, and then the nice thing is you can do this across all of your alts. So sort of the first thing that I like to tell newer players is to get as many characters. Like if you don't know what main you want to choose, what character you want to choose as a main yet, just get as many alts to level 100 and start doing these dailies and leveling them up kind of at the same time, and just getting a feel for the class, getting used to the skills, what you like, and animations. Depends if you like, flashy skills, like look at the Hayato skill right there, or Adele with the flying swords, or whatever it is. Just enjoy watching it, auto battle, and play and do its skills, because this is what you're going to be doing, for most of the game, for auto battling, for training, and even for bossing. Right, so this is a good opportunity. There's not much downside to just playing multiple characters and alts, and there's only benefits. It's only going to help your main, even if you end up re-rolling, because you'll get link skills, you'll get all these things for to help your main eventually, right? So I said this was a brand new account. This is not. I don't know what I was thinking, but this one's not a very built out account. It's only got 5,000 Legion. Okay, so there I gained another level. And we'll finish that, right? So I did 4 out of these tasks in about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, and already got 3 levels. Huge. Then I'm gonna go into mini dungeon. So make sure mini dungeon, you monster auto select, enter, and you have this staged, this clicked. Okay, so it's gonna automatically move you once your daily hunts are complete. And this is all live, right? This is all easy auto battle. You're not even looking at it, and you can just um, you can just look at skills, look at what your next plans are while it does its killing, right? Which is nice. And so remember, you get free 2 hours of auto battle every day on every character. So make sure you take advantage of that. And that's why it's nice to do have multiple characters that you're kind of leveling at the same time and building up at the same time, because take advantage of these free auto battles that they're giving you 2 hours a day. You can really maximize it very easily. Okay. So once I clear my, like, this is the daily hunt right here. So once you see both are hit 98 kills, it's going to automatically move on to the next stage and to new mobs that are going to fulfill your daily hunt EXP. Okay. And look at this. This is just free 50% in 1 minute. In 1 minute, 50% auto battle. You can even log off again, log off and come back in 4 minutes, and you'll gain 2 levels. Right? So that's the easy 50%, leveled again, level 104. And while you're training, just level up your skills. Get more physical damage. And so I wouldn't worry too much about gear right now, Star Force. Just take advantage of what they give you. So at 110, I'll get these extra ones and I'll be able to train at Star Force 80. But until then, like, everything can be pretty much killable. Okay? Everything can be pretty much killable with the gear that you have. Even in the Star Force maps, it's very easy to survive. And I have these good pets over here, but even with the 2 dogs, the free ones that never die, they're fine. Okay. So, like, I moved on again. Got the achievement. So you can see this is very, very low maintenance, not time consuming at all. And then we'll just rinse and repeat. And if you want to do the 6th daily hunt or the daily task for 1,000 kills, I'll show you after this where you train, how you train. It's very easy to navigate to the maps and get to, and then you can just work your way up and fulfill, take advantage of hot time, which right now is 50% party XP from 8. So the server time is down here in the bottom left at 944. You're basically just gonna get 50% more EXP per kill from each person in your party. Okay, and that's gonna last for 6 hours today. So that's honestly huge. You definitely want to take advantage of hot time as well with those free 2 hours of auto battle. And just set it, forget it, and come back, level again. So the last thing that I want to talk about as far as choosing which alts to level up, right? You have maybe a few that you want to think about maining that you want to get used to, but you also want to look at what is going to benefit the best bang for your buck as far as training faster, as far as survivability, as far as um, survivability, as far as doing more damage. We'll get into that right after. So I'll show you Star Force maps here. I got Star Force 50, so I can join Star Force 45. We'll just join any of these here. It'll automatically take you to the map, which is very nice. You don't have to use any hyper teleport rocks or anything like that. And it's going to start killing, right? So let's take advantage of this. Level 105, huge. Someone's resting in here. Let's get out of this party. Okay. And I'm just going to start killing, right? Getting automatic kills from all the people in my party. And then I'll start accumulating kills here, and I get 1,000, and I'll get another 41%. Okay. So you notice how that changed though, 41% as I started leveling, because this EXP was set to what my level was at the beginning of the day at reset. So I was level 100. So it was huge, 60 something percent, but now it's only 41% because the EXP number stayed the same, but percentage wise, obviously at higher levels, it takes more EXP to level. Okay. So that's just, if you're curious about that, that's how that works. But now I want to talk into Legion, link skills. Okay. So this is the link skill tab, and you want to get to basically what link skills are is the character that you pick, right? So for example, this Adele, as you get to level 70, right here, level 70, you're going to get a level 1 link skill. So it's 1% final damage. And then once you get to level 120, like this guy right here, it's going to get to level 2. And level 1 and level 2 is the max levels for the link skills, but you're going to get a stacking. You're sort of going to get more, just more stats. Okay. So you can see all my alts here these are just all my alts that I have highlighted. And then at the bottom, you'll see all these ones these are basically characters that I do not have at least level 70. Okay. That don't have a link skill. So all of these, and the nice thing is you can just click on them and you'll see what stats they give, right? But I'm going to tell you right now what are the most, priority, the best ones to do first. Okay, so essentially what you're looking for is EXP, party EXP link skills, and then final damage and HP kind of are the universal ones that are going to help you train the best and level not just your mains, but your alts. So what I would do here is I would create a preset, which I've already done. And this is what I like to say, like preset 1 is for training and preset 2 is for bossing. Okay, so this is my preset 1 specifically for like physical attack users. Okay, so I have a bowman, Night Lord, this gives physical attack, crit damage, physical attack, and this is where the party XP comes from. So the Explorer mages, the Bishop, Ice Lightning Mage, Fire Poison Mage, you want to get one each of those to level 120, and you're going to get 2% party XP. Okay, and party XP essentially is a stat that is unique to the game where, like I said, during hot time, it's 50% party XP. So what that means is every time you're in a party, a Star Force party, you are going to increase the kills you get, and your party members get, and everyone gets that across the board, right? So every kill is 50% higher. So if I were to leave this party, for example, you can see I'm doing 5,000 kills, 4,000. My kills are the green ones. It's 5,400. If I were to leave here, I'm only getting half of that, right? And these are only my kills. So I'm only getting 2,700. So the math is kind of funky, but basically I got double, right? There's a lot that goes into it. Just understand the more party XP you get in the party, the more EXP you and your party members are going to get per kill. Okay. So party XP is number 1 because everyone wins, not just you. But then EXP. So EXP here is from these, not this one, Mercedes. 1 gives 4% EXP at level 2, so level 120. And then the resistance classes, okay, they give 2%. So I'll use this preset here. And now I can see the stacking. So I only have level 4 Spirit of Freedom, okay? But it says I can get max level 8. So what does that mean? That means that I have two. Let's look at this here. We'll look on the right side. One resistance class here, a Wild Hunter, and then one Blaster with Link skill. But I'm also missing. I'm missing two more. Okay. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm missing. Let's see. Battle Mage, which is the other resistance class, and then Mechanic. So I could get a total of 8% EXP if I got these two classes to level 120. And they cannot stack. So what it means by only stacks one time per unique job, you can't have four mechanics and get the 8% EXP, right? It has to be one of each of these classes. So that's what it means by I could get a max level of 8, 2 times 4. And then same for party XP, right? So I have it at level 4, which is where I get this 4% party XP from. I could get level 6 if I had the third mage, which I think is, I don't know, 5 poison mage probably. And so those are the top two for EXP wise, just raw EXP. Per kill, per party kill, you're going to get more EXP training level faster, right? And then you want to look at damage, okay? So the damage, the main ones we look at is, as you can see, final damage is the best stat, okay? 13% final damage is massive. That's a lot of damage you're going to get. And then again, like I talked about HP, because survivability is, the name of the game. Can't kill if you're dead. So I think pirates are my next favorite because it gives both. It gives final damage and HP. And on top of that, it gives MP, right? And again, you can stack it with 3 different pirate classes: Cannoneer, Corsair, and Buccaneer. Okay, these are the Explorer pirates. And then I like to look at Kaiser is a good one for 4% max HP. Okay. And then there's a lot of classes that give final damage. 4% final damage for Xenon. Oof. That is hard to beat. That's arguably one of the best link skills in the game. Cadena, if I got this to level 2, it'd be 4% final damage as well. Sia as well. You'll get 2% final damage and then extra buff. So Sia is a great one. Errol is the same as Sia, gets the same thing. So again, those are great options. Those are the great final damage options, okay? And so that's where I get my 13% from the 3 pirate classes and the Xenon and where was it right here? The Sias here, and then Cadena, okay? So final damage, EXP, party XP are my top 3, and then HP I like for the Kaisers, 4%, and then EXP again for the Mercedes. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, but 4% EXP, just raw EXP for the Mercedes is a must-have. Okay, so that's how I get 8% EXP, 13%. You can get way more as well. I'm missing a lot of these link skills, as you can tell. Okay, and so you get 15 characters link skills. Okay, so that is how you want to maximize it. I'm using 15. And then I have kind of a mix and match of different link skills, but things that just give me more damage, right? Crit damage here, physical damage is a huge one, and then physical attack is the next ones you want to look at. I like crit rate as well. So that then leads you to, I think, Thieves. And these Explorer Thieves and Explorer Archers are good because you have stacking. Level 6s. Anything that stacks is really good. Cygnus Knights, max level 10. Okay, so you can get a ton of crit rate, a ton of fever buff duration. And then for your physical attack users, physical damage is just as good as final damage. So Demon Avengers are a great option. And I think let's try to look at this. Demon Avengers. And then Ho Young and Hayatos each give 4% final damage as well. So very, very powerful. These are some of my number one priorities alts to get these to extra 4%, 8% physical damage just from these two as well. And then the opposite for mage is Kana, and I think Lumi. Lumi gives magic damage. So Kana and Lumis are top priority for magic users. Okay. And then you can kind of just search through all these other ones as well that are good. And again, you always want to do the ones that are stacking because that's just on it frees up a slot. It doesn't actually take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it doesn't actually take up one of these 15 slots, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 15 skill slots, but that doesn't include all these stacking ones. So it's actually much, much more that you can take advantage of, right? So you definitely want to do that. And there's a lot of good ones as well. Like Kinesis is good. I think Phantom is good as well for crit damage. So there's a lot of possibilities. But the nice thing is, remember, you can have a preset for training specifically, and you have a preset for bossing. So the only real difference, in my opinion, is getting out the EXP and the party XP, obviously, for our training gear, keeping that in, and then you want to put in your boss attack link skills for your training, or sorry, for your bossing, right? So boss attack is for like Explorer Warriors, gives boss attack, will give you 2 times 3 6%. Demon Slayers, not that one. And there's a lot of other good options. I think those are kind of the main ones though. There's probably more, but yeah, here. This is Explore Hero. So yeah, just replace boss attack for training. So that is link skills, okay? So you kind of see I'm at 106 now. I got my kills, easy. Leveled up again, 107. Extremely fast. And then once you get to 110 here, you're going to unlock these 3 Star Force items, equip that, and then you can go to Star Force 80, which is a much better training ground, okay? You shouldn't have an issue with leveling as well. Very fast, very easy, and then rinse and repeat for all your characters, all your alts, to get all your alts at least to 120 to maximize that link skill. Okay, the level 2 link skills. Okay. And then from 120 to 140, there's essentially nothing that changes except at 110, you're going to unlock this daily. Evolution, 5 minutes. Just add it to your rotation. And then at 130, you're going to get Dimension Invasion. Okay? And actually, don't forget, if you're new, you should do this story quest as well. And then once you do this once, you can just, what I did, sweep it. And every alt after that doesn't have to actually go through the story, but you'll just get the rewards. Okay? So I've done this on the main account, but I got all the rewards, got all the EXP. And look, I already leveled again and 95 EXP here. And then story dungeon, 110, just like that. Whoa, well, that worked out nicely. So basically I went from 100 to 110 in just this short video. Exactly what you guys need to do. And now I can go to Star Force 80. Easy peasy. Find a decent party. I don't know why I choose these ones. I just like to go to higher channels for some reason, kind of just to have it. And then now, just set it and forget it. Just set it and forget it. Let it auto battle during hot time. And probably when I come back, I'll probably be like 113, 115 in a few hours. And then do it again in your next alt. Do it again in your next alt. And then come back tomorrow, do it again. So like, you just imagine how quick this is. And if you just keep stacking it for each character, it can go by very, very fast. And then you just find out which character you like. And then once you get here, Dimension Invasion is an insanely good source of EXP. And then Crane Tower as well is good EXP, but it can be very challenging. But again, free EXP. Okay, so keep it simple here. Do your dailies. 4 out of 6 if it's your main. 6 out of 6 went by pretty fast at this level, so it's very doable. And then do your daily hunts. And then as you level, just access. So I got access to evolution right now. I'm going to do this, and you can kind of see what it looks like. and it's just 5 minutes. So no matter what, it's going to be 5 minutes. You'll come in and out. You'll go back to your hot time training at your Star Force map. And from this, I'll probably level again and then get to 111 and then auto battle for the rest. So easy, easy way. Leveling is extremely fast. You can do this. The one downside is if you go from 1 to 100, okay, all of these daily tasks don't reset. There's a time remaining. Okay, these get reset at the start of the day, the calendar day, in game time. So, like I said, like if you start at level 1 or whatever level this is available, it's going to be EXP is going to be scaled to that. It doesn't scale with the current level you're at. So you're not going to get any of these daily task bonus EXPs from doing this content on your first day when you go from level 1. Okay, but tomorrow or the next day, once you reset, like I did in this character, easy. You'll get it scaled to your current level, and then you'll get maximum value. So hope this helps. Yeah, bang it out on your alts. Get those link skills. Get those free stats, the party EXP, the set your presets as well. So if you want to know what a preset is, you can go through over here, and you can have a preset 1, 2, 3. Again, this is like training, bossing, and an extra one. But then you got to set it up as well as your jewels, your link skills, kind of how I mentioned. You set up your preset once, and then every time you toggle between back and forth your training gear and your bossing gear, you'll automatically get it set up. You'll go to automatically to your link skills for training versus bossing. And then you can have your skill wheel for training and bossing. You can have your equipment for training and bossing. Presets are huge. Your jewels for like all of this stuff can be set for training and bossing to maximize what you're trying to your stats. You're not having to do that manually every single time. It's a great feature. Definitely want to take advantage of it. Just set it up once and then you're good to go, right? And you just make sure that you're in the right preset for training when you're training, right preset for bossing when you're bossing, and that's how it goes.